Hello guys, how are we doing today? My name is Pershing and today we have an update video on Squad. This is a really exciting update for a game that I love dearly. I've gotten a lot more into it lately, definitely going to be doing more videos on it. But the main focus of today's video is going to be on version 2.0. That just came out a couple hours ago. We were kind of a little teased a couple hours before that with saying it was coming out 3 weeks later, but then they released another statement announcing that release a couple hours after that, which was kind of a little funny, frustrating, and I was totally duped. I completely shot my Discord after they said 3 weeks later, and I was like, nope. But then someone else messaged me and was like, oh, did you see the update release? And I was like, what? So here we are. This is the update notes that can be found on Squad's website or the main Discord, so definitely check those both out. So let's start off here with the release notes. The new map we're going to check out that was just released with version 2.0 is Goose Bay. So Goose Bay is a completely brand new map. I personally haven't played it. I didn't get a chance to do the playtest, unfortunately. So I'm not sure if others did have access to this map. But let's read it here. So located on the Labrador coast between Lake Melville and the Churchill River, Happy Valley Goose Bay is the largest population center in the region. Canadian Forces Base Goose Bay is the home of 5 wing of the Royal Canadian Air Force. Okay, so we're going to have Canadian factions definitely play a huge role here. Its aircraft provide airspace defense to a large portion of Canada's northeastern territory. This map replaces Nansivik, providing an immersive, I don't know if I pronounced that right, correct me, providing an immersive polar environment with vehicle warfare and an improved experience for infantry gameplay. Here's some other optimization notes. We have map layer overhaul phase 1. So it looks like they reduced the reloading times for all maps and layers. Also, graphics settings were reworked. I'm not going to go through all of this, as you guys can read this yourselves, but they did do a lot of reworking of how you can adjust your graphics and settings. I highly suggest you check your settings again when you launch the game. Make sure it's up to your standards, and also use maybe that in-game FPS counter that Steam provides you for free. That's a really good gauge of where your game can handle. I usually do a bunch of testing before I record, so I definitely recommend you guys do that and benchmark. We have network optimization for vehicles, and actually this leads me to the next thing they did, which was performance optimizations with the helicopter gameplay. So helicopter movement was a huge pain in the ass in this game, especially for on the defense. When I was on the ground, either with an AA gun or I would say regular machine gun, I did have many issues with shooting at helicopters properly. Past updates did improve upon this, but it seems they've reworked that greatly in version 2.0. It also looks like they've improved a bunch of different maps here in terms of trees and other things to improve performance. They also reworked the HAB spawn activation delay. So it looks like there are 3 ways that a HAB spawn point can be affected in Squad. All 3 will incur an activation delay timer. The current activation delay time is 10 seconds. This timing may be adjusted in future updates. The HAB activation delay to spawn is indicated on the HUD around the HAB icon in the form of a circular progress bar similar to a medic health bar. This will be displayed on the command map screen as well as in a future update. This HAB activation delay indicator is only visible when delay is counting. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be checking this out. It seems like they reworked that system, which is nice. Here's another, looks like a showcase of the helicopter mechanics that they've reworked, which is really good. It looks like, yeah, right here, rewrote large parts of the helicopter flight model and turned it to create a smoother and more realistic experience. More tweaks will be made in future patches. Definitely great stuff. Love to see it. Also, let's see. Deployables refund mechanic. Refunds 80% of place deployable cost. Okay, some minor things, things that were issues in the past they fixed. I'm really liking that. Main base protection zone. Let's see. Okay, so they updated the fact that it prevents friendly infantry and vehicles from being able to fire weapons, much like in Postscriptum. That's interesting. They adjusted ticket changes as well, and also body dragging, as you can see here. Most important thing, they added new infantry weapons, the RPD light machine gun, the C7A2, and the Mosin. Really like to see the Mosin there. I love that. Can't wait to try it. Now this is interesting. This is the sexy stuff that we get to see. They added a new weapon, the JBNLAW Heavy Anti-Tank, a modern semi-smart fire and forget anti-tank missile system. The warhead uses PLOS, predicted line of sight. You can switch between direct attack and PLOS weapon modes by pressing the X adjust sights key. PLOS mode will track your mouse velocity for 2 to 3 seconds, which will program the missile. Once fired, the missile will continuously turn to follow the velocity you programmed. Here we have some more examples of that in the change notes. Alright, infantry updates and bug fixes. It looks like they updated a lot of the optics and aim point sights. I did notice in-game and past updates there were some issues with alignment, and also in terms of the clearness of those optics, so they did rework a lot of those issues. They also, looks like they redid some of the magnified optics, which is nice, especially on the L8-5A2 rifle, which has a new magnified optic, the 4x LDS scope. There's a bunch of other things I'm not going to read through. A lot of adjustments to kits, which we can go through on an individual basis later in game. New vehicles. This is really big. They have the Enforcer RWS, LPPV, FV107, SA330. Really nice variety of new vehicles, as you can see here, including technicals, let's see, recon vehicles, and also forms of jeeps, and looks like these are infantry support vehicles, which is very interesting. So it looks like a mobile light attack vehicle, which has an LMG open turret. This is going to be fun. That's going to be really fun. Let's see what else. We got, okay, new vehicles, a new transport helicopter, as you can see. They updated a lot of the previously added vehicles, fixed bugs, and also fixed some construction points, and a bunch of those things. They also fixed multiple weapon selection keybinds to now have standardized keybinds for the different vehicle weapon types. Bunch of fixes here. They updated the Commander Su-25 airstrike and also updated Commander A-10 airstrike. So the A-10 decreased the impact of damage and explosive base damage, with the Su-25 decreasing the explosive radius. These are going to be huge changes that will really alter the way commanders play. It sounds very little, but they do make a big difference, trust me. They also changed construction costs for defenses, and also updated user interface, server browsers. This is interesting. I'll have to check that out. Environment updates, and modding updates as well. Looks like there's a bunch of map updates here we can go through. A lot of stuff here. Toledo outskirts, a lot of updates. So I'm really looking forward to see this. And also some known issues that have come out with V2 that are probably going to be fixed with a hotfix later on in the week or month. So this is a great update, guys. It's well deserved for Squad. I feel like it's a game that has a lot of attraction to people right now, especially people like me. People who are really interested in military shooters, and simulators. That community really thrives off of games like this. And I'm really fortunate Off-World Studios, or Industries, sorry, really dedicates to the player base and is supporting these games continuously. So I look forward to future updates. But that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay safe. And yeah, cheers.